Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm using some freebies from Mandy over at SunflowersAndDors and some coffee dyed paper. This is a piece that's got a tear in it, so I'm going to just use that up. Now this is a year-long weekly challenge. You have 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks of the month you get a challenge, and then the 4th week you get the chance to catch up. And it's called Curator's Cabinet. And I'll put a link to the Junk Journal Fix with SunflowersAndDors Facebook page where the challenge is being run in the description box, so you can pop over there and check it out if you like. Now the challenge for this week is to use invoices, receipts and book pages. And Mandy has supplied this lovely freebie. All of these things available over there on the website, on the Facebook page. So I'm going to make an embellishment to go into my ideas book. So I saw this on YouTube some time ago, and I can't remember who did it now. I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll put a link to their video. Now, first of all, this is going to be my background, and I'm going to cut that at 4 3/4 inches wide by 7 inches long. So that's going to be the piece that gets stuck to the journal page. Right, now what will I use? I could use this piece here, and I want to make this piece 4 1/4. 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut it off from this edge. Is it 7 inches long? Yes, just. So let's go 4 1/4. You may be able to use that piece for something else, by 7. So we just, oops, I'm cutting off a whisper there. Okay, so that is going to be on top of that, like so. So we've got this piece showing. Still a little bit longer, but I can trim that off as I go. Alright, so this is a very quick and easy project. So now we need to divide this into, well, you can divide it into as many divisions as you like. I think what is it, 7 inches. So if I do 2 1/4, that'll make that bottom pocket just a little bit bigger. So 2 1/4, 4 1/2. So that'll make that one 2 1/2 inches, but that's okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, what's the best way to do this? Maybe if I use my tea ruler, and I've been using this tea ruler quite a bit lately. I'm going to go this way so that I can see it more easily without putting my head over in front of the camera. Now, you line your edges up here with your page, and then you're going to get a straight line. So I'm just going to draw a line there and go down to this one, and a line there. Oops. Doesn't matter if it's not exact, because as I said, I've got that bit of extra space down the bottom. And I'm going to just run a little bead of glue along that line. Then I'm going to put that on top. So I'm effectively making 3 pockets here. Let's position that down on there, straight as we can get it. Okay, now I probably should have inked along there before I attach that. It's going to make it a little bit tricky to ink, and I'll see if I can take that off. Yes, I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. I'm going to stitch along there, and I'm going to stitch along there. Then, oh no, I'm going to put some thumb notches in this. I'm going to use my 1.5 inch circle punch and put them on this side. So I'm going to tip it over like this so that I can see where the glue line is, where I'm going to be. There we go. Now then, what I will do is ink around this now. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be like that. Now I will put my glue down and stick that down. Oh no, I want to stitch around here, don't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and stitch down there and down there. Then I'm going to put that on there and stitch around there, around there and around there, and across there and across there. That will fix my pockets in place and fix this top layer to the bottom layer. Okay, so I've done that. So there we have our base. We've got 3 pockets there. Now I'm going to make something to go into each of these pockets, and I'm going to use Mandy's freebies. Well, what I can of them, because there isn't enough to make all of them out of this. So I'm going to make 2 out of these. I might make that a little bit shorter. And then I'll make 1 out of this. Book page. Okay, so let's trim them down. Got a little bit of white on it, and this one is going to go across there. That's those 2, and I think I could probably collage some of these onto here. I need to go this way though, I think. So let's do that. Put some glue around the edge. So for this piece, finish that down. And let's cut that to size now. Got 1 to go in there, 1 to go in there, this one go in here. I'm going to make that, cut that off there. Perhaps if I trim that top bit off, then mark that about there. And I think the width of these is good. Yes, so I'll just cut that off there. Right, so that gives me 3 things to put in the pockets. These 2 need to be backed onto some cardstock to give them a bit of strength. And I'm going to put these into a tag shape, just using my loyalty card that I've cut the corners off of on different angles. So I'm going to back these 2 and then cut their tab shapes and ink around them and stitch around them. Okay, so I've stitched around those and I've inked around them, and they can go into the pockets now. I'm trying to decide whether I want to put something on here, some lace or something. And I've also made a journaling card. So this is the freebie, and this is as well. I haven't inked around this one, but I will do that now. So this, of course, will be removable, so that's why I have done the back as well. Okay, now I'm going to put a tab on this. I've inked around that. Okay, so let's stick that on. Pop that on about there. Like that. I'm going to put an eyelet in that so that I can hang something from it. Put it down towards the bottom of the tab. I do like these eyelets with the backing ring. I think they're a lot neater than without. Okay, so let's pop that. Must have a bit of glue on my finger. Through there. Ring on there, and tighten it up. There we go. Nice. Very good. Okay. Now, because this is going into my ideas book, I'm not actually going to put a dangle in there. And that will remind me to put a dangle in there when I'm doing it in real life. So that will go like that. So if I get my ideas book, you can see it's pretty full. I've got another one exactly the same. So this will get stuck on here like that on 3 sides. Alright, so I've got this dangle that I made previously, and I'm going to attach that. I never work out what's the best way to attach these so that the dangle hangs the right way. Right, okay, now we can embellish this a bit. Okay, so I've got a ruffle here that I've made out of sewing pattern. So I'm going to attach some of that down there. Let's cut that off. That there. And glue that down. Okay, now I've got this playing card that I have put some ink on, and I'm going to pop that down there like that. I'm going to tuck that under that ruffle there a little bit. And I've got a wax seal that I'm going to pop on there. That's to remind me to use those items when I'm embellishing, when I'm decorating. Ruffles, cards and wax seals, things that I always forget to use. I'm not going to decorate this journaling card. I think the dangle on there is enough. Although I could put something on there, but it's got to be something flat, doesn't it? So I'd have to look for something else there. So this is going to slide under there like that, and that will poke out like that. So that's what it will look like on the page. So there we go. That is it, stuck into my ideas book. And I will take this off, but I've just put it on there so that you can see what it will look like. You could use a different sort of dangle. You could use a, just a beaded dangle or something like that. Something that's not quite as big as that. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll put a link to Mandy's Facebook group where this challenge is being held in the description box. And yeah, have fun. Alright, I hope you can join me when I post my next video. Bye.